Ah! How's it going? This is Slayers J, and welcome back to Survive, the star system stores and space engineering, where we have to go from each planet and moon to grab various resources that you can't get because of scarce resources that is active in the safe. So, in the last episode, we built this miner. I made some minor adjustments to it. Let me go ahead and show those off. As you can see, that most of it's the same from when we last left off, but you notice from the thumbnail that there was a couple more thrusters. Well, I was having trouble as we was ending the last episode. We was having trouble getting out that hole, so I added 2 more large thrusters. But also, in doing so, I added 3 more drills with the sorters attached to help make sure I can go all the way down within the hole properly and not have to worry about getting stuck. And this thing can just about take a full load on its own, so we have that. But I did some testing with the auto miner, and it is working, actually. Take cap locks off. But before we go into I'll show you how I set it up, but before we use it, this is everything. I don't think I need to put the detector with the PAM. Make sure you use the square brackets, but everything else needs the word PAM in the description. And my initial, and 1 is up, 2 is down, 3 is apply, 5 is aligned to the whatever you're on, the gravity field. 6 is, I forgot what 6 is. It's like full something. I don't know. Let's not guess. What is full? Full simulate ship is full. So I guess that's a way to make it go back, I guess. And then 6 was reset. Was to send it, or to reset everything that you were previously working on. But before I want to re-record the path to the iron magnesium hole over there, because I wanted to gather all the stone and iron and such. Is this running anything? Oh, it kind of is. But I don't want it to use that one anymore. Sorry. Before, this programmable block was to use the script for the nanobots, but I prefer if we put the inventory manager on here instead. Copy the editor code. Alright. But I'm going to have to go here and make sure all these are labeled as special. And my reason for doing so, let's go to medium. It's so that the inventory manager doesn't take these and make them anything. I can't spell today. Oh, I never can spell, so what's the name? Just to make sure that it doesn't get dragged in and use its inventory for it hasn't converted yet. which is weird. But here, I'm surprised it hasn't converted that one. So it's taking these front two, turn that one into components. What about this one? Ores, ingots. What about this one? Oh, that was components too. So it hasn't converted this one yet? No, it probably took one of these. Let's go to the drills, large cargo. Oh, I did label them. I did label them drill CC. That's just something I picked up from Splitsie. Like to quickly label them on CC instead of typing out cargo container. You just do that real quick and you got everything. So, well, we have all that. So let's go in here and let's switch to first person. Let's go up. Let's record a path, and it knows that right now we're at home. So I'm gonna turn on 5 to turn on the lights, turn on regular, and let's take off. It's like, however fast you drive to the area is how fast it will fly back and forth. So I'm trying not to go too fast to also kind of conserve power and whatnot. But we are getting close. So here we are. And let's go back. Hit apply for stop recording. That was 3. So now I'm going to go down to set up mining job. I'm actually going to change the settings. I'm actually going to, I'm going to up it for almost as wide as it will go. No, that's a little too wide. Let's go down. Yeah, that's fine. Height. Let's make it almost the same. That will work. And go down to depth. I want to make it as, because I want this to be going for a while. And that's basically the 3. The other one, which is hard to see, I'll go look at the panel, and this is everything that's displaying on that LCD. Start job, current, depth. So that's just so that you can see. And then now I'm gonna go back up, and I'm gonna hit start new job. And then I can change the load settings if I was having issues with let's go back. If I was having issues with anything, I would change the load settings. And what I mean by that is I'll change that, instead of just saying 90%, I would change it down to like 70 if I was having issues with holding all the material. Ooh, we may go get that unknown signal. That's pretty close. And I got a little bit of extra lore that I'm thinking about adding to the unknown signals to like kind of add more stuff to the game. I didn't align it to it didn't fill up though. We might have to... Oh, it's going back. That is a little odd. Alright. Oh yeah, let's take it up to 95. So the next time it can fill up a little bit more. Drip too heavy. Lies. Why do I say that? Because it barely filled up one cargo container. But we can just let this do this all on its own and watch. I'll just put it here and then you'll see it lock up, and then everything I turned on before, like we left, it should switch to lock, recharge, and turn off the lights. Then I just let it unload and then it'll do its thing again. As we're coming back home. Because since we are working on this, like have this going, I kind of want to like start working on like the main base that I want to make. Because this is just our starter base. Recharge. I didn't turn off the lights. And there it goes, everything's out of it. And it should wait till it's fully charged before it takes off again. And then once that happens, it should unlock. And continue on. And because I made it how wide and deep I made it, the progress is only 0%. Because it didn't do that much. Hopefully it starts doing a little bit more, but we'll just let it do its thing now. Let's see, anything in here yet? Yep, that guy also got converted to ingots and such. Storm fire. No, go away. Is this on? Yeah, that is on. Hold on, am I iron out of plates? I am. That's why it's not building anymore. So, actually, what do I need to... I want to make another LCD. I don't need... I just need an interior, but... Wait, why do you want another... Why do you want an LCD? I would like an LCD. If I can. All of these walls are too small. Huh, I could put it here. Where am I gonna put this? Oh, I didn't grab everything. That would help. Oh, there it goes. It's taking off. Because I would like to... not there. I'm tempted to put something. Yeah, I can go here. Alright, and this, I want to grab something out of here. Go to edit. Auto crafting LCD. This depends on, yeah. I'll take that for now. I just did it from in there, but I did not. Let me... Alright. Now that I did that... Oh! Alright, it's in edit data. And of course... Hold on, let me just make like 1,000 steel plates real quick. So that it can kind of update and put those in here so I can see it. There it is. Steel plate. I want... Hold on. That's this one right here. And we want... Current wanted. So wanted, no more than, it should have like 2,000. I'm gonna do that for like all the main items, like steel tubes. That'd probably be like, 700 would do nicely for steel tubes. Power cells. That's 4 up. 1, 4. That should be 100. As you can see what I'm doing, right? I'm gonna do this for all 4 of these actually. The motors. Actually, start with interior plates. That should be like 1,500. This should be like 500. Yeah, let's try it with the weight limit off to see if that actually... But we're gonna take that down to 90. Because I think with the weight limit on, it interfered. Let's let this one go and let's see if it actually is doing what it's supposed to do. Because if I need to, I will... If it can't get out the mine, then we will turn on the sorters and continue. No, now it's stuck. Let's help it. Where is it stuck at? There it goes. Well. Yeah, that's too heavy. Nope. And there we go. Actually, no, it's not. It's just digging us off further into a hole. Stop. And fly home. Or get it to attempt to fly home. I'm indecisive today. You know, stop. And let it. Oh yeah, that was way too much. basically filled up all the drills too. So let's manipulate the behavior a bit more to hopefully get it a little bit more manageable. Oops. Well, it does look like I'm stuck at the moment. Alright, let's put the block tools down. See if I can straighten myself up. Alright. Nope. Nope. There we go. Nope. Still don't want to do it. There we go. Now we're free. Alright. Now let's switch back. And wow. Oh, took out another tree. We'll try it again with the new load. Because it would be nice just to let it continue on its own. And I missed that supply drop that I wanted to get. But I think having it on its own doing the where it barely filled up one cargo container was nowhere near the capacity that needed for something of this size. If that was the case, I just would have made it smaller a long time ago. But I wanted something that could do quite elaborate or big jobs, so I don't have to. Even though I'm probably still gonna make one to do stuff like that. Still make my own other drill ship, but we'll try again and get it in a minute. I'm sorry guys, y'all didn't hear a word I was just saying because I looked over and everything was paused. I think I'm going to build my main base right around this valley area. Have a lower deck area for rovers. Probably starting at the top of that ridge and bringing it over. And then all the lower deck area will be for rovers. Make a mid-tier area for ships. For medium-sized ships like the auto miner and what else? And another mining ship. So I have the auto miner mining one thing, then I go mine something else with. So I think that's what we're gonna end up doing. And Harpy, leave me alone. I have not messed with the Valkyries today, but I think that would do. And it's close to base, so I'm not gonna really forget about it, that location. And if so, y'all can yell at me in the comment sections if I do. But I think that's what I want to put the main base. And then after we get it started, I think I want to try to start designing a dropship. Because it's probably the little miner that I would start working on for here. I probably make it so it's multi-purpose, where it has atmospherics, but also has hydrogen so that it can work in space. Let's go ahead and get this guy. Try my luck. Leopard drill. You get the grinder. Would give me a leopard drill. And then maybe after that we can start maybe like other vehicle types. Just for fun. For me to try to experiment, because I'm terrible at it. It's a work in progress to work on other type of ships like fighters and stuff, which I know I need to work on, especially since I have all these NPCs coming after me, or some of them that come after me, some that do not, like the Harpy will just leave me alone. But I know you can't I think that's also one of the ones you can't really get too close to. What I mean is, closer you get, it disables jetpack, disables relative dampening and stuff like that. I think that would be a nice little spot too. Because you can see the spot where I was at. It's kind of in that dark area. But where the top area where the actual base would be at. Let's try this again. Like if the 60% is still too high, we'll go back to weight control and then just let it be. But hopefully this works. I could put it down to 50. Just keep going down in the percentage until we finally reach the actual amount that works. It's trial and error basically. Let's see. I think it's actually doing better. It's just hitting everything. But also may readjust the like redo the job, but centered over the iron and magnesium instead of just getting stone. And I think it's stuck again. Yeah, that's what I might do. I think for overall it is doing better. Now, where's it stuck at? Ah! Yeah, we may actually go back to the other one. Actually, I might just take it down to 50. I think 50 would be fine. I think it was also due to the fact that I didn't align it to the ground before I started. So it was also working at an odd angle. I'm not going to mention anything else about the lore of the unknown signals until I do it in that video. Just gotta add a little bit of mystery. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the other way. Just because it's simpler. Oh no. I was about to say, I thought this was the roly-poly one. I hate those. I don't know which one's worse. The roly-poly, it's on the bottom, or the ones that fly. Because both of them are pretty bad. Not really bad, they're really annoying. Alright, what's in here? Ooh, medkits. I think next time we're going to start working on the new main base, and then either I probably still use the nanobots. It's like I prefer to use the nanites, but it takes so much power, and you need uranium for that to get it to work properly, so you're not constantly like always adding power, extra power to the base. I'll probably use the nanobots to help me construct most of the stuff. It'll just be simpler, easy, and I don't know. Also because I don't have another computer at the moment to add another perspective to try to record that and use that as a time lapse would be fun and interesting. I would love to do that, which I cannot do at the moment. So nanobots it is. Next time, work on base, like making the platform and getting some of the main power up for the main base. I need to decide if I'm going to get off my jetpack. I need to decide if I'm going to have just wind turbines or wind turbines and solar, which I may do both. And if I do both, that means I'm also that I didn't retract that. That means I'm gonna set up a solar tower somewhere. And I've learned from my frustration from my current playthrough on Twitch not to have it too close to base. So we'll have it extend out a certain percentage away. Like I probably like start the main base, blueprint it with the solar tower on there so that I can I can just place that blueprint back down So if the solar tower does get damaged, I can just quickly rebuild it. Either with the nanobots or build a welder ship to do it for me. Or for me to fly out there and weld it back up. But let's get this thing working properly before we fully end the episode. I think this will do. This will do nicely. And let's go down to behavior. Weight limit on. I just want to see with the weight control on, I want to see where the actual load stops at before it goes back up. Huh. I may have to reduce that to 50%. It's doing it. It's slowly. It's slowly going. It's hard to tell if it's actually going or if it's just drifting sideways. Granted, it's saying that the ship's too heavy. Alright. I think that should do. I think 50% will be enough. Be efficient enough to get in it to mine and come back at a different decent rate. But if you liked the video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and slide that notification bell for more weekly content on this channel regarding Space Engineers, ARK, or any other games that we decide to air on the channel. Also, stream over on Twitch, links down in the description below. I stream every Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. And at the moment, I'm doing a current playthrough. It's actually a blind playthrough of Biomutant. So, but you're more than welcome to come by, and if you've played the game or if you watch someone else play it, to try to give pointers and stuff, which I'm currently not watching anybody play it at all. And I also have a Discord server that's new that you can come in. It's very, very similar to Discord. So come on in, hang out. You can reach me there, and on Twitch actually when I'm live. But just another way to reach out. I hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully see you next time. See you later, everybody.